of what's going on in the market. It's New Dawn Realty's What's Up Wednesday. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Here's your New Dawn Realty team for What's Up Wednesday this week. We are, second week into March?
Already?
Is that right?
Like,
I know. Almost done with the first quarter, so that's kind of crazy. So we're just going to jump right in today. First thing that we want to cover today is our tips and tricks on how to be competitive in this crazy market.
Hot market.
Yes.
And we were just discussing kind of off camera about some developers are talking about this market is projected to continue for the next couple of years. Of course, none of us have a crystal ball. Do you have a crystal ball?
Well, a lot of people think I do. When it comes to interest rates.
You're awfully good with
Right?
stuff, but yeah. Woo.
I did share a little bit this morning, didn't I?
You did. But none of us have a crystal ball, but there's talk on the streets that this market here in Colorado is going to continue over the next couple of years. And so that's good news for you as sellers because now is the best time to sell. We don't have the crystal ball, so we don't know if it's a year out or 2 years out, but you're getting top dollar sellers, so great time to own real estate in Colorado.
And the money's expensive too.
Yeah, the money is inexpensive, rates are cheap. So that is a great position to be in. And then we want to put our buyers in a position of strength as well. And if it is continuing over the next couple of years, you will see that appreciation, even if you're overbidding in this crazy market. So some of the tips and tricks that I have done in my recent multiple offers is one, putting in a little clause on your loan termination deadline in the contract. And that loan termination deadline says, for any reason you don't like the rate, the terms, you can back out. And so I've revised it for my buyers to say, hey, the buyers have looked at their rate and terms and they are good. The only way they're going to get out is if they do not obtain this loan. And then we put a real tight stop on that date to 2.5 weeks, no pressure.
Sweet.
He's like, good. No pressure, Brian, but tight stops on getting that final loan approval. And then we're doing home inspection objections and terminations on the same day with no resolutions. We're not asking the seller for anything. And then, of course, the one that always makes me sweat is the appraisal gap. We will come up with the difference if this property doesn't appraise. We'll come up with the difference in price, and I am seeing my buyers offer $50,000 to $80,000 over list price right now. The one that was $80,000 over, actually the appraisal came in. I could not believe it. Right? I was like, "Pop the champagne, baby! We did good, right?"
Wow.
So it's an exciting time in the marketplace. Kayla, you just dealt with this with multiple offers on a listing. So what do you do for your clients?
Yeah, so we had all of the offers that we were getting were all over asking.
Yes.
And so it was really hard when your eye automatically gravitates towards that highest number. But the offer we ended up accepting actually wasn't the highest offer. We actually had 2 offers over the offer that we went with. Yes. So what caught us is they had a really, really aggressive earnest money.
Good.
Like double or more. They brought in a really hard and fast earnest money, which nobody else had done.
Okay.
So that really grabbed their attention. It shows intent and it shows that you're serious.
Yes.
That you're willing to put that much money down towards this contract. And then also their agent was extremely proactive, constantly reaching out to me. What can we do? What do we need to do? Just trying to stay informed with how the process was going for us. They actually scheduled the inspection with
home inspector ready to go.
Yep. They said we have it ready to go.
Wow.
And their only objection or potential out for the contract is this inspection.
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to just kind of show security with that, they had part of their earnest money non-refundable after our inspection.
Great.
So no
Proactive.
matter what, my sellers are kind of covered, and their inspection objections were just going to be very specific. They had an amount limit of anything over this amount. That's something we might come back with.
Yes.
And only health and safety items. So
Yes.
being that they're a first-time home buyer, they really wanted to be safe and know what they were getting into, but they
Right.
also wanted to assure our sellers that they were serious about this and they weren't going to nitpick. So we were really attracted to that offer, and even though it wasn't the highest offer, we went
And that
with
was
it.
the first time homebuyer that got that one?
Well, it is a conventional loan, but this is their
That's
their
awesome.
first
That's
loan.
awesome to hear because
Wow.
those are the ones that you're hearing are struggling out there
Exactly.
so much, our first time homebuyers.
That's
So
awesome.
So their agent knew what they were doing, and those those clients were really receptive to the
Yes.
information she shared with them.
Well, and two things I want to mention about your contract that I really, really loved on the seller side is Kayla whited out the names of the buyers to make it very neutral for her sellers and said, here's the facts. Here's the facts, so they could make a non-emotional decision. So that was really cool. And then the connection that other agent made with you, I've done that on the buyer side where I have just, teased the listing broker, am I cracking the champagne yet? Or he called me a couple of times on this one deal with the $80,000 over list price, and I said, dude, you better not be calling me right now unless I've got an accepted offer, and just kind of make that connection.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about our team is we're all so connected with agents in the real estate industry and have those long-term connections and, with a strong lender and Brian going in there pitching for our
24 days.
clients.
That's a
Hey.
bonus 10 days you're giving me.
Well,
Thanks.
and you also were on the golf course one time, and I'm like, I need a lender letter. And you were just like, I'll be right back to my desk in a minute. I'll get it for you. Like, he stops his golf game, right? That was great. And then, of course, you're seeing a lot of good stuff with commercial and stuff in Colorado Springs. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you seem like you're really
Yeah,
busy with
busy.
commercials and
Promotion
businesses
videos
selling and
Yeah.
lots of calls. You
And
have 5
residential,
calls.
Yes.
And residential as well. So you're kind of doing this multifaceted thing, which is super cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Renaissance
Busy,
man.
busy, busy.
Renaissance man. We're going to call him our Renaissance man.
Well, he was saying to me that he's got a bunch of domino effects, and it was funny.
Yeah.
It was commercial that's tied to residential, that's tied to
Uh-huh.
more residential, more to commercial, and it's all
Mhm.
together with businesses and
Yes.
land, and
Yeah.
like that's crazy that one deal could lead to
Yeah.
a multitude.
So many
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's our restaurant business
Mhm.
owner, transfer,
Yeah.
seller. What are we calling you? Renaissance man.
Renaissance man.
Just does everything.
And you have some good news for us too, Janessa, right, on stats and
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So the good news is that we are moving up. So Denver metro area is getting more listings. For the
Finally.
second week in a row, we've actually met market demand. So that's positive news, especially for our buyers. Sellers obviously are still getting top dollar as well. So, but at least we're getting more listings on the market. So we should have some more opportunity for our buyers as well. So it's very exciting.
Yes.
We're not out of the weeds yet, but a
getting there.
little less dramatic.
And purchase applications are still up too.
Yeah.
It's still up 2% year over year.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's plenty of people that still want to buy.
Yeah.
So we
Rates
just-
are low.
And rates are staying low.
Every time I see that King Soopers commercial, I think of you. Low, low, low. And I start thinking of Brian. I'm like, I gotta call him, make sure.
That's awesome. So last little plug here before we sign off. Cooking with Clients is Monday. I think that's the 15th. It's this next coming Monday. I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. 7 to 7:30. My husband is going to be cooking for us.
Yay.
I don't know yet.
It's a surprise.
It is a
mystery
surprise.
Oh, he
dinner.
doesn't know yet?
He's been well.
He
no,
doesn't know yet.
he's talked about like doing 5 things, and I'm like, we have 30 minutes. So, so he loves to cook. So we're gonna be in my home on Zoom, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. My husband will be cooking. I'll be there, kind of talking us through it. So tune in for that.
Yes, I think Young should be there because Andrew was there to test Young's food.
Oh.
Now I think you should be the judge and be
Yeah.
like, I don't know, Andrew. This isn't how my mom makes it.
So yeah, so tune in. We're super excited for that. And yeah, I think that's all we have this week. So.
All right.
Everyone have a good week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share,
Yeah, below.
engage. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.